Hey, everybody. How are you? Happy Tuesday. Welcome into the Direct Selling Success Show. And I have a question as we start off today. How many of you have ever gotten to the end of the day and you thought, I worked all day, but I honestly don't even know what I accomplished? Raise your hand. Tell me below if that's you. If you've ever felt that way, type me below. Because today we're going to simplify your business. Are you ready? Do you need simplification? I know I do. So I'm so glad you're here. Today I want to show you what small little actions you can take. What does that look like in your business so that you can simplify? And can I be honest? One of the biggest mistakes that I made early on in my own business was thinking that I had to do everything. I thought I had to touch everything, call everybody, text everybody, do every little thing in my business. And I thought if I wasn't busy, I wasn't building. So I stayed busy, really busy. I made lists. I reorganized my office. I changed my planners several times a year. Can anybody relate to that? I redesigned flyers. I watched training after training after training, took note after note. But you know what? I wasn't doing enough of talking to people. In all the businesses I've ever had, when I'm in a slump or it's not growing, it's because I'm not talking to people. And here's what changed everything for me. I realized that businesses don't grow because they have perfect systems, although we need perfect systems. They grow because of consistent conversations. Are you having consistent conversations in your business? When we have those consistent conversations, that's when everything becomes more simple. Now, before I sit down to work every day, I ask myself one question. What activities can I do today that will actually grow my business today? What am I going to do? What is the activity that needs to happen today, non negotiable, that's going to grow my business today? And for me, there are 5 things that I try to work on every single day. Number one, connect with people. Not to promote my thing, not so they'll get the thing. I just want to build relationships. I have talked to so many of you lately, and you cannot grasp this. So many of you are not getting it. You have to build relationships first. There has to be some steps that happen before you go in and say, hey, do you want my thing? So every single day, I try to build relationships with nothing in return, not expecting anything. I just go in and I reply to someone who replied on a piece of content that I did, or I go to somebody else's content and I reply. I might send voice messages throughout the day or check in on someone that I've been talking to in the past. Real relationships always come before the results in your business. So you have to build relationships. Number two, you want to start brand new conversations every day. Brand new. Go back and talk to the people that you already had. Talk to your current audience in those replies that you're doing on content. But start brand new conversations every day. And this is where so many people get stuck. They wait for people to come to them or they don't know where to start, so they don't do anything. But if you're always waiting, your pipeline of people that are coming into your business ecosystem, it is going to dry up. You're not going to have enough people to talk to if you don't get out of your comfort zone and learn the right way to talk to people that you don't know. So, one new conversation every day would be 30 new conversations a month if you just did that. And those people could become customers the very next month. So, I'm not telling you it's going to happen overnight. I'm not going to tell you it takes years. It doesn't. But you have to start those new conversations every single day, even if it's just one a day. So go find a new friend, look on their profile, figure out what's something you can talk to them about, and go message them. Start a conversation. Hey, I saw your daughter got married. Congratulations. What color was your dress? Or, hey, I sent you a friend request because I saw that we have 2,000 friends in common, or whatever it is. So here's number 3, follow up. We don't like to follow up for some reason in direct sales, but that follow up is key to closing the result. So most of your results aren't lost because people said no. They're lost because you didn't follow up. Who can relate? Who knows they need better follow up? Drop follow up below. I want to see who knows they need better follow up. Sometimes people are busy, sometimes they forget, sometimes they simply need another conversation about the products. So you must follow up. So drop follow up below if you know you need a system around this and you know you need to do this every single day. Number 4, create one piece of simple content. That's all you have to do every single day. Just one. It's not 10 or 20, it's one every single day. And notice I didn't say that the content had to be perfect. It doesn't. I didn't say that you had to professionally edit it. I said simple. Teach one thing. Give one piece of encouragement. Tell one story. Any of that is better than perfect. Just do it. Just do it. Number 5, invite. You have to ask people. You're not pressuring people. You're just asking them to hear more about your product or hear more about your opportunity or just to come to watch your live in your group or to try your product or invite them to a coffee with you. If we never ask, we take away their opportunity to say yes. We're deciding for them. So we have to ask. So let me ask you something. How many of those 5 things that I just talked about did you do yesterday? Ooh, ouch. Does that hurt? How many? How many did you do yesterday or the day before or the day before that? Be honest. Be honest with yourself, even if you don't tell me below. Be honest with yourself. And I'm going to tell you something that I've learned over my 30 years in business. The women who build lasting businesses don't necessarily know more than you do. They're just incredibly consistent working the basics. We have to get back to the basics. And these 5 things that I've just told you are the basics of you building your business on a daily basis. And that's why my brand is built around one simple thing: simple systems. Simple systems. If you just take one thing and implement one thing at a time, eventually you will have the simple systems that you need to build your business. And then if you just do these 5 things every day, your business will grow. And these 5 things are the first things you need to do. It's not go build the system or work the system. It is building these 5 things that I just told you about. Real relationships, lasting results, because complicated does not create success. Consistency is what creates success. Consistency is what creates the success for you. So, in my business, there was a time where I was constantly creating content. Back in 2020, even 2019, I started creating content online. And I wasn't consistent. I'd go for a little while and it would be really good. And then I would drop off and then I would start all over. And I wasn't having conversations. I was just creating content thinking that people who saw my content were going to reply to me and those people were going to just want what I have. But that wasn't happening. I realized that yes, the content needs to happen to draw people to me and let them get to know me and trust me. But I have to still have conversations. What I found was having conversations online was so much easier than having them in person. So if you've got a block there in your head about how conversations online are hard, talk to me. Drop a call below and let's have a conversation because they're not. They are not hard. You just do it a different way than you do it in person. So let me ask you before we go, which of these 5 things do you naturally do well? Out of the 5 things that I told you, I'm going to give them to you again so you can drop it below. Connect, start conversations, follow up, content, or ask. Ask them to come to your group or ask them to watch your video or ask them to buy your thing. Which one is it for you? Connect, start conversations, follow up, content, and the ask. Which of those 5 things do you naturally do well? Which do you tend to avoid? You tend to be like, oh, I can't do that right now. Or I got to go do the laundry and then I'll do that. What's the hardest part of following up for you? Tell me below. What is it? Why do you feel like you don't do the follow up? Because most people don't do follow up like they should. And do you ever confuse being busy with being productive? Yep, I do it too. I do it too. So tell me which one of those is it for you, and answer those questions for me. Um, and then instead of doing 37 things tomorrow, I want to challenge you to simply focus on these 5 things: connect, start conversations, follow up, create content, and ask. And you can go back to the top of this video and go back through those 5 things where I explain them to you. But I want you to simply focus on those every day for the next week, starting tomorrow or today if you watch this morning. So before you go to bed tonight, here's what I want you to do. I want you to connect with one person. Start one new conversation. Just send a direct message to somebody and say, hey, how are you? Follow up with one person that you've already talked to. Drop one simple piece of content on your profile and ask one person. That's it. 5 simple things. That's what I want you to do. And if listening to this has made you realize that you've been working really hard, but not necessarily working on the right things, I'd love to help you. Drop call below, because we're going to spend a few minutes looking at your business together. I'm going to help you identify the next simple step that can create lots of momentum for you. No pressure, just one conversation between you and I that could bring you a lot of clarity in your business and help you get on the right track. So remember, businesses don't grow because you do more. They grow because we consistently do what matters the most important thing. Small, consistent actions create lasting results. So I'm so excited about what you're going to create. And I plan to see you next week, same time, same place, right back here on the Direct Selling Success Show. So get this done today. Remember, connect with one person, start one new conversation, follow up with one person, drop one piece of content, and ask one person. And drop call below if you want to get clarity on this and you need a little bit more help. Just drop call below. So I'm so excited. I'll see you next time. Have an awesome, blessed day.